Your attitude with people is really just a projection of what you feel inside. The universe isn't just out there, it's interacting with you. Claim your power by embracing the unknown. This is Tracy with Tracy Talks, and I'm here to ignite your curiosity. Don't just listen, embrace it. I wish I knew this when I was younger. I wish I knew how people projected. I wish the 8-year-old version of me knew that the kids who were making fun of everybody else were only hurting inside. I wish she knew that. I wish the 15-year-old version of me knew that everyone that was laughing at others and making comments and trying to hurt people, they were the ones that actually felt the pain. They were simply projecting on everyone else. Right now, in this moment, I'm being projected upon. My dog, who doesn't want me to record this episode, who wants me to be doing something else with him, is pouting, is staring at me, is looking at me, keeps moving, keeps trying to get my attention. I guess I can be grateful that I have this awareness at this moment in my life. This awareness is available to us because everything is online and we are encouraged to put ourselves out there and we're encouraged to share, we're encouraged to connect. And oftentimes when we put ourselves out there, we don't get the feedback that we expect. And oftentimes it feels very hurtful and it feels very intentional. And then there's those times where we just get mean comments, insensitive comments, hurtful comments. And that 10-year-old little girl inside of me would have just crumbled into a pile of emotions and hid away and wanted to hide and wanted to feel bad. I'm so grateful that I can hear the messages. I can listen to them with discernment, meaning some people do have valid feedback that is useful. And I can hear that without feeling that I am less than or feeling that I am not good enough. But I also know this awareness that when somebody is continually being mean and judgmental and accusatory and hurtful, that they are simply projecting what is inside of them. It really is them. If somebody is spreading so much hate and negativity and anger and rage, and it comes out in subtle ways, even it comes out in passive-aggressive comments, it comes out in compliments that don't really feel like compliments, I can now sit in those and simply just understand that it has nothing to do with me, and it has nothing to do with you. If somebody's doing that to you, it says more about the person who is making the comments than it says about the person who is receiving the feedback. That boss that used to say things that didn't feel quite right, that wasn't me. That was them. That was their projection. That coworker who always went above and beyond to get attention, especially from the guys. And I know that they would make comments about me. It was her own insecurity that was driving that. It was her own hurts and her own pain and her own areas that she needed to work on. And those moments when I get mad, I get frustrated, I get jealous, where I get short with people, those are mine to own. Those are my opportunities to learn about where I still have to do the work. You don't have to do the work, that's fine. I get it. Some people don't want to do the work. I'm somebody who wants to do the work. I don't want all of these pains and hurts and dramas and traumas. I don't want them to take away any more of my happiness. I don't want them to impact my future. I don't want them to change the direction of my life. And that is why I choose to reflect and do the work and continue to do the work. And I've had feedback, again, from close people who see this work as, well, you're never happy. You're never happy with the moment. And I can understand where it looks like that. I'm also so determined to not let my past impact my future anymore. I remember when I watched the movie Mean Girls for the first time, and it felt a lot like high school. It felt like all of these personal dynamics of where people were literally, these girls are being mean to each other. While we can just simply tell people to be nice, that we shouldn't treat others that way. What I didn't realize when I first watched that was all of these people who are being mean are projecting their own stuff on other people. So it's not simply enough just to tell somebody, don't be mean, or just change your response. We have to actually look at our own stuff. We have to look why we're responding in the ways that we do. When you're in a crisis situation, how do you respond? Do you blow up? Do you start making fun of people? Do you actually calm down? I really don't want rage and anger and sadness and frustration, all of these negative emotions. I really don't want them impacting my future at all. I don't want to bypass them. I don't want to just ignore them. But when they come up, I want to actually look at them. Actually look and feel, and what is there? What is behind that? What is driving that? Where did that come from? Can I understand that? Can I heal that in this moment? So it doesn't come up again, so it doesn't derail my future, so it doesn't hijack all of these moments. And I look back at my 15-year-old version of myself, and there was a lot of anger there that was trying to come out. And I didn't understand that. I didn't know what was happening and why I felt the way I did. I don't want those emotions to drive my decisions any longer. I don't. I want my decisions to be made from a place of peace, joy, happiness, contentment, faith, love, acceptance. We make completely different choices when we are in either a place of anger or peace. Very different choices are made when we are feeling those different emotions. I no longer have any desire to be tipped over by emotions. I no longer have a desire to have my emotions hijack me. In my relationships, there are times where people really encourage us as humans to fight. And there are different areas in how this shows up and how we allow our voices to be heard. And what I'm realizing is I can yell at somebody. I can scream and shout and tell them that I am this person and I deserve love and respect. But that does not mean they are going to change their mind or change their beliefs. So many instances now, I realize that is me wasting my energy. If I am in a group of people and I am not wanted, I am not respected, I am not seen as a whole individual person who deserves a seat at the table, I'm not going to fight that fight anymore. It's really difficult to change somebody's core beliefs by yelling at them. I choose now to surround myself with people who see me as an equal, who want me to thrive and succeed, who want the best for me, who want to support me. And in turn, I surround myself with those same people who I want to see succeed, who I feel a connection with, who I feel like we are like-minded and similar. So how can we see those people who are raging at others, who are trying to persuade and control and manipulate, overpower? How can we see them as the ones who are hurting and inflicting pain on everyone else? I am choosing to surround myself with people who only want the best for me. And all those angry people, you're just showing the world what is inside of you. Thank you for listening to this episode of Tracy Talks. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe, and share with others who would enjoy listening to this podcast. Friends can find Tracy Talks available on iTunes, Spotify, Substack, and YouTube. Hit me up on Instagram and Facebook at More Tracy Talks. And until next time, we meet again.